Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some top ladder using 2.9 LOON cycles. So this deck has been a really solid deck the last few seasons. It's just overall been pretty great in the meta. It's always been one of those consistent decks that doesn't have too many bad matchups, and with Baby Dragon getting an 8% HP nerf, and Tornado I think overall getting a nerf, I think in majority of decks it's weaker. That's going to make this LOON deck much stronger because Tornado's a really solid counter to the Balloon. So if there's less NATO, Balloon's obviously going to thrive. You have a really fast cycle, Snowball, as well as Log, kind of as your spells. Log is great. I prefer it over Barbell because you get chip on the other people's tower, and it's a way you get a lot of damage often, especially towards the end of the game, cycling logs on your opponent's tower. Snowball is really good for pushback against maybe they have like a Mega Minion, Baby Drag minions, whatever, to counter your Balloon. You push it out of the way, buys your Balloon more time to hopefully get a connection or at least death damage on their tower. So let's go ahead and go into the first game. We're 979th right now. We're going to try to push up. We might even be able to hit 6,600, but I think if I win, I would need to win, I think, 5 or 6 games in a row, which obviously isn't going to be easy, but we definitely could end up making it happen. So we're going to start off with a miner here. You're always making the first move with this deck, like any cycle deck. You want to be making the first play. There's really no reason why you wouldn't. And with him having Ghost, I mean, probably a 90% chance it's P.E.K.K.A. unless it's something off meta, because really nothing fits in. Really, Ghost doesn't make any sense unless it's P.E.K.K.A. So looks like it is indeed going to be P.E.K.K.A. So I wanted to Snowball really just kind of make sure that that Bandit didn't dash on my Musketeer, but I think I didn't need it, but it's not really the end of the world. Good defense there on that Battle Ram as well as that Magic Archer. So yeah, it definitely is indeed going to be P.E.K.K.A. So he's going to go P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. I don't think I agree with that play because we can just Ice Golem to kite that, and yeah, that was not the best P.E.K.K.A. I don't think. I mean, he's not even going to zap these skeletons. Okay, that's really odd. He just lets the P.E.K.K.A. pretty much get destroyed. I mean, obviously I had to Ice Golem skeletons, Muskie, Snowball, but the P.E.K.K.A. just kind of got no value. Unfortunately, Magic Archer doesn't lock on the Ice Golem. That's kind of what I was hoping. And he's going to completely unload, being really, really aggressive. So this guy overall is playing this really, really aggressive. He went for P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge, and now he goes for Battle Ram Ghost at the bridge. So I think it's time for us to apply a little pressure on him. I think we should try to go Ice Golem, LOON, and have Musk ready for his Ewiz. But for the time being, we can snipe the Magic Archer. And the Balloon just barely doesn't get a connection on his tower. So that was pretty unfortunate. Miner's going to go back to help out. That's good. Okay, so we're going to see what we want to do here. This is going to be a little interesting. I would say now playing this pretty well. At the beginning, I don't think he was. He was being too aggressive, but at this point, he's playing pretty smart. He's definitely doing a nice job of defending our Balloons. We didn't get a connection yet. And we definitely don't want to rush things. We want to keep, I think, playing as we are right now. Let's get a Snowball off. I think we want to miner the Magic Archer just to try to kill it as quick as we can. Let's get an Ice Golem down. Snowball everything. And then I think the Bomb Tower Death Bomb definitely saved us there. Do we get the Ice Golem down in time? Yeah, we do. But the Ghost locked on. That wasn't good. Okay, let's go Balloon. Oh my goodness, that was unfortunate. I mean, we get a connection, but at what cost? Oh boy. Oh boy, he's getting a little greedy now. Oh boy, okay, this is getting very close. If we get death damage, I think we win. Because that miner's getting a ton of damage on his tower. Alright, that's GG. Wow, what a game. I'll even give him the well played. That was really nicely played on his end. Because I think this Loon Cycle deck does pretty good versus P.E.K.K.A. overall, because obviously they don't have a ton of answers to the balloon, and overall Magic Archer just isn't a great answer in general to balloons, but you know, he defended really nicely till the end there, where we finally were able to get a Loon connection, and that's really all we needed. Alright, we're 812th. Let's keep going. But yeah, just your bomb targets, so much value versus the Battle Ram, really pretty much all the cards in their deck, and then you have a lot of ways of dealing with. Oh boy, wasn't paying attention, but luckily I looked down just in time to see the Goblin Barrel going in. So this guy looking like he's using a log bait deck, and log bait is a pretty easy matchup for Loon Cycle. So pretty glad we got this, especially if it's like standard log bait. We're gonna go skeletons. If he logs, then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna musk. It's gonna get a little bit of damage, but overall it could be worse. So the way you want to be playing this matchup is overall really aggressive, because your cycle is going to be a little bit faster than theirs. It's going to go for an Inferno, but didn't he mess that up? Yeah, he screwed up. So we get a hit. Is he going to log? Oh, wow, wait, why would he log? That's really aggressive. Okay, so he messed up the Inferno, and I'm surprised he logged that. Like, the Princess of the Bridge made sense, but I feel like at that point, going for a log to save it was a little bit of an overcommitment at that point. I'm not sure, though, but I think it was definitely an overcommitment. Alright, we're going to go Ice Golem Loon again, because he was super aggressive himself. And he's just going to rock that. So he's going to get a nice trade there. That was actually a good play on his end. Now, the question is do we stay in the left lane, or do we switch to the right lane? Because, I mean, we have less damage in the right lane, obviously, but what I don't know is, in this matchup, nice, I predicted his Princess. I just kind of had a feeling he was going to do that. And the Musk stays alive, so time to go for a Loon. Do I have enough for a log? Yeah, we get it down just in time. Musk locks on. And by the time he goes for a rocket, oh my gosh, that Musketeer being at 1 HP was so clutch. We're going to miner in the front. We're going to go for a pre-snowball. Because last time I minered in the back. Make sure you're switching up the miner placements. Especially if they have a good card in their deck to take care of miners. Like in this case, it's going to be Goblin Gang. So, you know, you want to be switching up the placement. I lied. We're playing it in the front again. Well, it's going to work. I guess you can sometimes play it in the same spot, because then they're gonna... It's all about mind games. And then they might think that you're gonna switch it up, and then you put it in the same spot. So you occasionally want to do the same, but overall you want to switch it up. So, like this time... Well, wait. Let's not get too crazy here. Yeah, but now... Okay, we'll go miner. And again, we get a nice lock. We're not gonna get death damage, though, I don't think. I think for the time being, we might actually just have to let this Princess go. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a game. Okay, we almost choked at the end. You saw he got a nice Princess lock. And also, I let him stack too many Princesses in the other lane. Probably should have logged them. And then just defended his barrel with like a Musketeer or something, because clearly that was not good. Those Princesses just got so much value, and Yeah, I almost threw that game, and as I said, it was an easy matchup too. So, all right, 727th. Let's keep going. You know, 6,600 might actually be possible if I can win the next 4 games. We'll see. Okay, let's go for a minor. Start this game off versus Gerald here, and he's gonna have bats. So bats, spear goblins. This is looking like that hog earthquake. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be that hog earthquake deck that's really popular in the meta, but it's gonna be using minors. So maybe wall breakers. He could be using that deck XOP Sam used to finish #1 last season, the one with Zap and Log, but it looks like he's using something completely different. Let's actually just go Balloon opposite lane here. See what he wants to do. He's going to go Delivery and Bats. Bomb Tower is going to take out this. And then we just Ice Golem, you know, just to ensure that he doesn't get like a ton of damage on our tower, kind of like as a block, just for a little bit. So he has Skeleton Barrel, Bats. Not sure what this is. Just some sort of bait deck, I guess, with Minor. Not sure what his big spell is, but it's just looking like some just bait cycle deck. We can go Balloon, and then just snowball his Bats. Ooh, he's got Ewiz. Ewiz is a really good counter to Balloon. So, definitely not really something I wanted to see, but... And I had to completely ignore the Ewiz to defend the other lane. Okay, we know what all his cards are now. Let's focus here. Try to come back. We know what every single one of his air counters are now. We know he has Delivery, we know he has Bats, we know he has Ewiz, and we know that he has the Spear Goblins. So, with that being said, I think what we want to do is throw some minors in to try to bait like an Ewiz out, as we just did, which was really good. So we'll go Bomb Tower here on the Skelly Barrel. I think we snowball all the spam that comes out of it. And then go for a Balloon. Minor the Spear Goblins. But I don't think we're going to get a connection. I don't even think we get death damage. Which is definitely quite unfortunate, but... we might this time around be able to. He went really aggressive once again, so we have a chance here. Just this Delivery, though, man. The Delivery gets so much value. That Royal Delivery, super strong now. It's getting him so much value on defense, which sucks. So let's try to He's got arrows. Interesting. He hasn't used those all game, I don't think. So again, goes with the Delivery. Musketeer doesn't stay alive. That was very, very unfortunate. Good minor on his end. But wow, yeah, this is a really, really tough one. He just has a ton of air counters. The Delivery, Goblin Cage, Bats, Ewiz, and just overall, not much we can do, I feel like. So yeah, definitely a hard counter. But he still played it pretty well, and I can't say I played it perfectly myself. I definitely did a couple things I didn't mean to do, like that Balloon at the end, but wow, that looked like a really tough one, because Goblin Cage, Spear Goblins, Bats, Ewiz, pretty much his whole deck can hit air, including the arrows too. Only 2 cards that can't are the Skelly Barrel, Minor. Well, the Goblin Cage technically can't, but it distracts the Balloon, so he really his whole deck basically can deal with the Balloon pretty nicely. So it's definitely a very, very tough one, but he still played it as well as he needed to get the win. So it was still pretty nicely played on his end. Alright, we'll see what this guy has here. We can just cycle a log, I guess, to start the game off. It's gonna have a goblin hut. What? Goblin hut? People still use that? Alright, well, now we'll go opposite lane. That's a building out of rotation. Musketeer locks on the ice golem. So we almost get the king activated. I actually don't know if it's possible to do it when the mortar's in that place. It might have needed to be a tile over. I'm not sure though. So with the goblin hut getting that massive health nerf, you basically can log it now and it'll die, I think. Yeah, you can log it much earlier. I think I could have even done it sooner than that. You can just log it so much earlier now. What in the world? Okay, so is this guy seriously using... What? Okay, he's got Goblin Hut, Mortar, a Graveyard? Wow, what a interesting deck. Very, very interesting, actually. Wow, so... Yeah, that's very strange. Mortar and Goblin Hut, I don't know how they synergize at all in the same deck together, so that's quite odd. And his spell's going to be arrows. Okay, so once again, we have ourselves kind of a difficult matchup here. We have a lot of buildings we need to outcycle. The Mortar, Goblin Hut, and then of course he's got the Musketeer, so this is probably going to be a little bit of a tough one too. But we'll see if we can maybe get a nice log here. It doesn't finish off the hut this time around. Well, yeah, I think, again, this is going to be tough. Don't know if we can come back from this. Again, another really nice mortar. Man, alright, we'll go to the next one. Two really, really tough ones in a row. We're getting so many crazy decks, really, really off-meta decks, but they just... What can I say? They have so many answers to our balloon. It's just so difficult to break through if the other person has like two buildings or an Ewiz, Bat, Spear Goblins. So really, really two tough matchups in a row. I mean, his Graveyard 2 was tough for us to stop. I was kind of thrown off by the first Graveyard, and I took a ton of damage from the first one because I didn't even know it was Graveyard yet, but... Alright, let's try to at least end on a win or two here. I'll probably play one or two more. Let me... Because I won the first two and then lost two in a row there. And, you know, both losses were to pretty tough matchups, so not much shame, you know, losing them, obviously. I felt like I tried the best I could to break through, and I just wasn't able to, unfortunately. This guy's going to have log and skeletons, which means it could be... It's going to say potentially Expo, but looks like he's got the Firecracker, so it's going to be Royal Hogs, most likely. If we could get the King activated here, that would be really nice. And I think we do get it activated. Yeah, so great King activation. We're going to go aggressive here. Firecracker's out of cycle, and often with these Royal Hog decks, they have like no good air counters besides Firecracker and Hunter. Oh, he's using RG Cycle. So we want to go Bomb Tower here on the RG. You always want to go Bomb Tower... Ooh, not a good Heal Spirit. You always want to go Bomb Tower... What I'm trying to say is not in the middle. You always want to play it in front of the RG, so the Death Bomb hits the RG, which helps you defend. So he doesn't have a ton of air counters. We have Snowball for his bats. Firecracker isn't too good versus Balloon. This is that RG Cycle deck I made a video on. It's a really solid deck in this meta, too. But as you can see, this Loon Cycle deck crushes it pretty easily. So we're going to be up a couple elixir here. It's going to go cycle his Firecracker in the back. I think we want to miner it. We probably want to save our Snowball for the bats, ideally. So Heal Spirit won't heal up the Firecracker, which is good. Okay, let's just Bomb Tower here and then go for a log to get rid of this Firecracker finally. It's been alive way too long. Snowball to hopefully make sure that RG doesn't... Oh, it gets a hit. Okay, it had enough health too. So the question is are we going to be able to defend our right tower, or are we going to need to expect to need to take his right tower? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I'm unsure if we're going to be able to defend or not. I mean, obviously his Earthquake does almost 300 damage. He's going to need, like... And since he has log instead of delivery, that's another way of him dealing damage. So it's definitely going to be... It's definitely going to be interesting. I even go for a high Bomb Tower, but he still, I think, managed to hit it with the Earthquake. Luckily, his RG doesn't get a single shot off. So I would say as of right now, things are looking pretty good. We just need to basically... If the RG doesn't get a single shot, he still needs a log Earthquake to finish off the game. And there's no way he can get it off and also defend at the same time. And he doesn't even have the time anyway. So that's going to be GG. I mean, he made a great effort to try to come back, but yeah, he just didn't have the time there. So, okay, we got a nice win. Versus a deck that's really solid in the meta, that RG Cycle deck. Do I even have it on my deck slots anymore? No, I guess I don't. Yeah, that deck is definitely going to be seen a lot this season. I'm pretty sure of it. And I think with that, we'll go for one last game. I think I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So 1-3 and lost 2. Let's try to get one more win here. But I think regardless, this will be the last game. Alright, here we go. So, give him the good luck. This guy's a little bit lower than us, so win is probably only going to get us about 25, I believe. We're going to go for a miner on his tower. He's going to have bats, so it could be a lot of different things. Have our bomb tower ready. It's going to have a Skarmy, so Skarmy and bats. Ooh, is this going to be Sparky? Or is this going to be like Giant Graveyard? Wait, what? I don't really know what this is anymore. It's just some strange Loon Cycle deck, I guess. I just want a Snowball. The balloon might have not gotten a hit, but I just didn't want to risk it. I wasn't sure if that death damage was going to be enough to prevent it. So I wanted to Snowball just to make sure. Because, yeah, again, I wasn't sure our... Ooh. Lava Loon. Okay. So I guess he's gonna freely give up that tower. Let's get a miner down on defense. And I think that was the right call. We needed to ignore that. But I will Snowball this, so he doesn't deal too much damage to our king. Alright, let's see if we can take his tower here. Snowball that Inferno Drag. Low battery, alright. Okay, here we go. If we defend this, then that's great. But I don't think I don't know, guys. The balloon still gets death damage. No, yeah, I don't think we can defend. Aw. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I tried my best to defend, but I couldn't. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. We definitely had a good mix of wins and losses, which is fine, because, as you guys know, with Clash Royale, you guys know how it is. You win some, you lose some, and we had 3 wins, but we also had 3 losses, and I think all 3 of the decks we lost to were definitely some really tough ones. But, you know, they all played pretty well, and I can't say I played, you know, either one of those games I lost perfectly. There were some things I'm sure I could have done differently, especially in that last one. I think I could have played slightly better defense against his Lava Loon push there at the end, but it's going to do it. I still think this Loon Cycle deck's really solid. But yeah, I think it's important to show losses too, because you know, you can kind of reflect and think about like what you could have done differently. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what I should use next. I thought Loon Cycle would be good because I haven't used it in a while, but sure, there's some other stuff. I probably will browse TV Royale or the top of the leaderboards, try to find something, but I'm open to suggestions you guys leave below. I might even maybe could try Expo. I haven't done a video on Expo in a while, and when I did it, it was in a GC, so maybe I could do a ladder video with Expo. I mean, Expo is probably one of my worst decks, and also I just don't like Expo in general, but I might be open to doing it. I'll see, but thanks again. Until next time, guys.